Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your March 2025 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. It will be a brief message. We are going to start off with a theme for the month for you. We're going to look at the cross of truth, looking at what's working in your favor, potential hazards, challenges and obstacles, the likely outcome and a message from Spirit. Of course, if you're interested in a personal tarot reading or channeler, you can check out my website, robynstain.com. Information is in the description box below. Okay, so the first card that's come up for you using the Sacred Destiny deck is love. Okay, so that is the theme you are exploring through the month of March. Love really talks about interconnectedness, abundance, love where you feel like your heart is filling up with a lot of all the good stuff, right? But the card only really comes up when it is a theme that we're exploring. So you may be feeling the lack thereof and finding new ways to embrace more love into your life. As it does so, so does the idea of bringing abundance into your life become blossoming into full color. So things are really kind of shaping up and kind of building into higher levels of awareness for you for March. So I'm going to be using my deck here. This is a telepathic tarot. Okay, it will be available for purchase at some point. I've had some issues with the publishing and the printing of it, so please bear with me, but it's a lovely deck. I have to say this because I painted them all myself. So yeah, let's have a look at the cross of truth. I'm going to lay them all down first and clarify them before I talk through them. Okay, so Taurus, what is coming up for you in March? Let's have a look. Okay. Current energy, we got the Seven of Swords, desires, the Queen of Pentacles, what's working in your favor, the Magician. The challenge may be the Nine of Swords and the outcome is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so we have quite a journey for you this month, okay? We've got one major arcana. Major arcana will have a little bit more power than the rest of the cards, okay, than minor arcanas, and that's happening in the good area. So regardless of what does transpire through the month, overall it's going to be a very positive month whereby you are in the driving seat. You are the magician. You are the one manifesting and taking control of your life rather than letting life happen to you. You are happening to life. So I'm just going to quickly clarify these before I go through them. Seven of Swords, we've got the Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Magician, Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, we've got the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Wands, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles now come up twice for you, which is beautiful because it is your card. Queen of Pentacles is resourcefulness, it's standing in your power, it's kind of working with the ground level of things, resources, materials, creating that kind of stability for yourself. But you start the month off, right? Seven of Swords clarified by the Two of Wands. Okay, so what's happening here is you're starting to sort of see beyond the veil. Now, Seven of Swords sometimes typically would talk about, you know, lying, cheating, stealing energy, but I'm kind of not getting that. For me, it feels like you're looking beyond the veil of what you have created in your life up until now. It's almost as if you've been seeing your life either through the eyes of other people around you or through a belief system that has maybe kind of created a very fine, low opacity illusion over reality. You see how this, he's kind of poking his head behind the veil, meaning that what he is looking at behind the veil, now he sees the truth. He's still got the mask on, which means that he is, don't worry, I read it intuitively, okay? He's still got the mask on, which means that he's still he's taking that first step to look at his own reality in a true way, but he's still hiding himself a little bit, kind of trying to kind of see if the coast is clear for him to now embrace his values and the way he wants to kind of formulate and create his life moving forward. With it being clarified by the Two of Wands, this gentleman over here is, I'm just waiting until focuses for you. Just bear with me a moment. Okay, he's looking out. Oh, this is really annoying. Sorry. He's looking out. There we go. Okay. He's looking out on into the world. He's got two. I'm just going to hold it here just in case, right? He's got two rods firmly in the ground. He's at the top of the castle and he's looking out onto the world. He's actually carrying the world in his hand. So he's at that point in his life where he is looking to make new experiences, bring in a new lifestyle into his existence, into his reality, like that Seven of Swords. But he's trying to do it in a way that is no longer veiled by old belief systems, old habits, and though it's still quite tentative, it feels to me like you're making that first step about checking out how things really are. So when I talk about this, it's everything by the way of, say you got your family unit and there is it becomes very clear that there's certain people that are no longer going to be going on that journey with you, okay? Certain people who have got different belief systems whereby you're now seeing the truth in it, okay? If we were to apply that to a work situation, you could be discovering that maybe the organization that you work for, or even if you're an entrepreneur, the larger organizational systems at play tend to have a little bit of kind of lack of transparency, and you're starting to see the real picture. You're starting to see the dirt beneath the surface, right? You're starting to see things as they really are. And while your steps might be a little bit tentative at first, you are ready to take that first step and say, okay, I see you, I see my reality. And while I've taken that first step, but I'm still a little bit cautious. Okay, you are willing to make the next step into your reality. And the reason I keep going on about reality is because of that Magician card. Okay, the Magician card is really asking and telling you you have got all the tools necessary to manifest your lifestyle the way you want to manifest it. Okay, now even though the Seven of Swords can sometimes talk about deception, I'm really not getting that with this, not really. What I'm really getting is you seeing reality as it truly is, and you're now taking that first step to embrace it, okay? You haven't gone completely full throttle yet, it's not the Chariot card, but you are making that first step. Your desire, your deepest desire, is a Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. And this makes perfect sense. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Ten of Pentacles over here. And what this is talking about is you are at that juncture in your life where you are ready to embrace security, ready to embrace stability in your life, something that you can really, really rely on. And to a degree, what you are relying on is yourself, your skill set, your talents, your gifts and abilities, but you are embedding them into the ground so that you can create either long-term wealth, right, or longevity. And maybe that's connected within your family unit as well, because Ten of Pentacles also talks about kind of the whole family, the whole unit, the big picture. So that is the desire that you have this month. You're kind of looking at the reality as it truly is, okay? You're making that first step because the desire is so strong to work with what is available, right? And to innovate as well, but to no longer kind of hide behind the curtain and allow life to happen to you. You're happening to life. Now, what's working in your favor is the Magician and the Queen of Swords. So you are in a very strong position this month to completely alchemize your reality the way you want. You're using a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this, and you're concocting this brand new recipe of desire to get your Ten of Pentacles, to get your sense of self-resourcefulness, okay? Now, the Queen of Swords talks about standing in her power, being her authentic self, and being able to express yourself and speak your truth, okay? This, again, is what's serving you this month, okay? So measure your words. Best not to kind of like speak in reaction, but take a moment to reflect before and listen to your words as you speak them to somebody, particularly if you are trying to express your desires, trying to express your goals, dreams, and plans for the future, essentially, okay? Even if you, and this could be anything with family, with friends, with work colleagues, with business, even with society at large. You are really kind of opening your voice this month, which is really, really helpful. And by speaking your truth, it means, right, that you're on the right trajectory to be creating what it is you want. Because so often we kind of say things that we think others want to hear, right? And then if we go down that route and put other people's opinions in front of our own, we will create a reality, but it's going to be tainted by other people's opinions rather than our own. So the more you can be more expressive and more honest about yourself and be willing to speak it with compassion, the more you are in that creative mode for what is actually best suited for you, for your path, okay? Now the challenge, we've got the Nine of Swords with the Knight of Cups. I'm getting kind of two energies with this, okay? There is something that you are dealing with that has been causing a little bit of internal conflict, we would say mental conflict, perhaps even a little bit anxiety, where to a degree you might have felt a little bit trapped in the mind, okay? So this could be anything from, like, you know, something from the past that just keeps kind of trying to trip you up and kind of causing you to think more negatively about a situation. But we do have the Knight of Cups there too. So for some of you, this could be an old love interest that now is trying to, when I say love, it doesn't necessarily mean romantic love. It could be, you know, an old friend from the past who's now trying to come back into your life, and you would really want to, because, you know, they're good people, but maybe based on experience you recognize that actually they're too much. Either they love their drama, or kind of a negative energy, or the season is done and you don't want to kind of go back there again. But it's like you're trying to manage how to deal with this delicately, and it's causing a little bit of you know, worry about doing it in the correct way, because to some degree it feels like you're still trapped in that there hasn't been a certain element of closure. For others of you, you are wanting to move forward with love, but you're also maybe a little bit burdened by things from the past. Again, it's weird, I don't have the Six of Cups energy here, but I'm getting a kind of a past energy here that's trying to kind of hold you back a little bit. And I don't feel like it's intentionally holding you back. I think that your mind may be going a bit on loop over a situation that is kind of on repeat, and it's still kind of got its little clutches in you, and you're trying to move more towards kind of thinking of the positive, thinking the glass is half full rather than the glass half empty, and you want to move with love with that Knight of Cups, and that's what they do, because it's an action-orientated card, Knights. But you may still be a little bit stuck in the mind, feeling like to some degree you might be a bit trapped. To some degree, you don't want to put too many of your eggs in that basket, because what if you get burnt like you've been burnt before? So these are the kinds of things that may be kind of just causing a little bit of an obstacle in your path this month. But it is a 9, and 9s in numerology talks about endings. So you'll be kind of really exploring this in a to a higher degree. If we go back to that love card that we had in the beginning, it was all about kind of nurturing love and nurturing that inner connection. And so even if you may feel a little bit kind of disconnected to it, it's a theme that you are exploring. So that's just a challenge, but you are close to the end. I'll tell you why, because the outcome for the month is 10 of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. So 10 of Wands talks about kind of reaching the end of a particular cycle, okay? Perhaps you have been working on something and now it's time to, you're so close to the finish goal, right? And you may be exhausted, but you are bringing home the harvest. So something is going to be neatly closed off for you by the end of the month, okay? And it's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, meaning that you're closing situations off, perhaps from the past, okay? And enabling yourself to be a lot more resourceful and a lot more self-empowered within yourself, okay? So there's something that you are going to be, I would say, even celebrating by the end of the month, but I feel a lot more self-empowered by the end of the month, having used that magician energy to create this new reality. Sometimes we cannot create a new reality unless we've kind of had closure in other elements of our lives. And so that's kind of a little bit what's happening this month. But super positive, you're taking that new step, you're seeing life as it truly is, and how you can control it through your thought patterns, through your emotions, and you're kind of navigating this this month. So awesome. I'm going to end off this reading with an oracle card and see what Spirit has to say for you. For us, I'm Taurus as well. Okay, what does Taurus need to know for March 2025? It's like you're opening up the flower of your own heart as well, because you are learning to take charge of your reality in a very kind of compassionate way. It's not like forcing it. I don't feel forcing energy. It feels like more like, I know my worth, I know what I desire in my life, and therefore I'm going to go in that direction. Oh wow, okay. The volcano. Relationships express, don't stagnate, which comes in very well with this Queen of Swords energy. So this is talking about, it's so important. Spirit here is reconfirming that this month is very important to be honest with yourself, okay? People in our environment, any type of relationship you have, whether it's a close connection or whether it's a stranger on the street, okay? Everything in the universe is in relationship to one another, okay? It's all connected. So when we are true to ourselves, we can be true to the people around us and they reflect back to us. It's important this month to really express yourself with compassion. Those relationships in your lives are extremely valuable, particularly this month, because if you're able to speak your truth, honestly, authentically, be yourself without worrying about how it may be received by somebody else. You can never know what's going on in somebody else's mind, right? Then you can start to open that doorway and see life as it truly is. So if you keep it bottled up, it stagnates. It's like stagnant water. It starts to fester inside you. So Spirit here is really kind of drilling it home about, be expressive. If you feel the surge of love, express it. If you feel disheartened, express it. If you feel like someone doesn't understand you, speak it. Speak your truth in a loving way. And this is going to really catapult you further to create that new reality as you step into it, where you are happening to life. So it's cool. It's a bit scary because, you know, sometimes it's easier not to like confront difficult, you know, awkward situations, but things can be done delicately. Okay, so I hope this helped you. I hope it resonated. If you do like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and of course totally free to subscribe if you're interested. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.